Reilly, President of GM in Europe, who joins us now live from Frankfurt. Mr. Reilly, a very good morning to you. Can I just ask you about a sense of where you think we are in the economic cycle and how auto industry is responding? There are some people who say, you know what, it's very like 2008 out there.
I'm sorry, it didn't come through very clearly, but I think you were asking about the economic crisis and what the auto industry is looking. Is that right?
Yes, exactly that. Do you think we're staring at some great abyss right now?
Yeah, well, actually, the orders are holding up pretty well right now. We're obviously concerned about the uncertainty that's going on with the Euro zone and the fact that several months ago it was decided to support Greece and we're still talking about how to do it. We really would like to get that clarified so people can get their confidence back. So far, it really hasn't hit our orders. Our order bank is still strong, but clearly we'd like to get it settled as soon as we can and get on with normal business.
There's no real sign of that, though, is there? Because of the problems in Greece and because we don't really have that political consensus. If Greece actually defaults, that is really going to hit auto shares that have already been hammered so hard.
Yeah, clearly that's a considerable concern for us, and we hope the politicians will start to take a longer view of how important it is to keep the European economy going, to keep manufacturing going, because there's a lot of people out in Asia who are looking at Europe and rubbing their hands right now because they're seeing we can't get our act together and they'll come and take our market from us unless we do.
Well, let's have a look at what you're actually doing now and what's happening at the Frankfurt show. What can we expect from GM at the Frankfurt show today?
Well, I think you're going to see across the Frankfurt show a very strong interest in electric vehicles of all kinds. We are very happy to show ours. We have, first of all, the Ampera for Vauxhall and Opel, which is the first ever extended range vehicle which is electric, it drives electrically, but it can have a range of up to 300 miles, 500 kilometers. Because it has this extended range capability. Everybody's very excited about it. We've got lots of orders already, and we'll start to sell at the end of this year. But I think you're going to see that across the whole show. Each manufacturer is going to be showing something in electric vehicles and low CO2 emitting vehicles. I think that's going to be the heavy focus of this show.
And what about your European brand, the Opel? Are you taking that more upmarket? Are you trying to be more aggressive in marketing that throughout the continent?
Well, you know, the brand stands for what it is. We've got Opel on the continent with well over 100 years of heritage. We've got Vauxhall in the UK with well over 100 years of heritage. And our product line is being very well received. We're winning lots of awards, particularly for our new products. And so we think we can compete with anybody, any volume manufacturer. And so you could call that trying to take it up, because we did go through some difficult times a couple of years ago, as you know, when the future of the company was uncertain. Now it's certain. We've got a great product line. And so we think we can price against the best of them.
What about tie-ups with other manufacturers? How are talks with BMW going?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. I keep reading about this speculation that we're having lots of talks with BMW. You know, in the industry, investment is huge for new technologies. Take, for example, the electrification of the car. And there are lots of discussions going on between many manufacturers all the time. We approach sometimes we're approached by others to see if it makes sense to share the investment in a particular technology. So I wouldn't comment on anything that we're specifically talking to BMW about. Somebody's got hold of that story and it's got some legs, but it would be normal business if we are.
What about other markets? What plans do you have now to send out the GM brand and the Opel brand to other markets? What are you looking for? China, I guess, obviously. Where else?
Yeah, China, we're in China already, and we're expecting to sell some more Opels there. Remember, we're part of the General Motors Group, and so we look at this on a worldwide basis and see what is the best attack for each individual market. Opel is known in some markets and hasn't been there recently. Opel's history of exporting outside Europe has not been great because we've always seemed to have lost money. So we're not doing it unless we can make money. But we are going into China, we're going into Australia, we're going into a couple of countries in South America. We've got a significant order bank from Israel now. So market by market, we're looking at where it's sensible to expand the Opel brand.